from the niche market to the super application, British neobank, fintech giant Revolut. The fintech funding continues to roll in at a rapid pace, a result of the huge shift underway in how consumers spend and manage their money. In the latest development, Revolut, the London-based financial super application that provides banking, investing, currency transfer, and other money management services to some 60 million users globally, very recently confirmed that it has raised $800 million. The company said that the Series E round funding values Revolut at $33 billion. This funding makes Revolut the most valuable fintech out of the UK, as well as one of the biggest of the privately backed scale-up startup not just in Europe, but the world. This latest Series E is being co-led by the SoftBank Vision Fund 2 and Tiger Global, which appear to be the only bankers in this round. It comes on the heel of the rumors earlier. Revolut was raising big. They last raised about a year ago when it closed out the Series D at $580 million. But what is stunning is how much its valuation has changed since then, growing 6 times during just about a year. It was $5.5 billion last year, now to $33 billion. 𝗙𝗶𝐁𝗕, Revolut's founder and CEO, commented on the statement that SoftBank and Tiger Global's investment are an endorsement of our mission to create a global financial super application that enables customers to manage all their financial needs through a single platform. As a further point of reference, when Revolut reported financial figures for 2020 a few months ago, it noted that it made $361 million in revenue in the fiscal year, a 57% increase versus the 2019 revenue of $229 million. Gross profit in the period was $170 million last year, although it still operated at a net loss, with first quarter 2020 ranking up an adjusted operating loss of $76 million, with $277 million in operating loss for the whole of the year. In other words, the big money being placed down now and the big valuation are long-term bets. This is a staggering valuation for the loss-making business, but Revolut is an international beast, said John Cronin, a financial analyst at the stockbroker Goodbody. Revolut losses almost doubled last year. However, the company has amassed 50 million customers and expanded to 35 countries in only 6 years. Yes, it only takes 6 years for becoming the most valuable British fintech company on record in British history. Then we have to take a consider about why and how they became one of the fastest growing startups in the world. And here's one more point, the super application. Like we already dealt in the last video on the PayPal, the all-in-one super application is the hottest keywords around the investing and also the startup areas. That's mainly because of the network theory. Simply speaking, when people are getting used to a system offered by the one platform maker, people are gradually locked into the convenience. And from the company side, it's easier to expand and diversify their business areas and much easier to dig into other lucrative sectors, not by launching the new application, but by just upgrading. So now, here comes the one more reason why we should have to take a look at the Revolut. So Revolut is obviously the neobank fintech company, but they approached from the somewhat niche area, the currency transferring application, and now they're expanding not only to the fintech areas but also to the lifestyle services. That is the reason that it's very different from other various of the fintech companies, and also that is why they are known as and called as the Western world's WeChat. And there's one more great expression referring to Revolut, Amazon of banking. Then let's hack the Revolut. UK-based fintech startup Revolut now has more than 60 million customers and sees over 150 million transactions per month. And the plan will be to bring in a wider range of services and promotions both to grow their base and to get its user putting more money and time into the application. They will also include exploring newer areas like insurance and deeper dive into the investing and trading, and likely a significant increase in credit services, which has been a big growth engine for other neobanks and fintech companies. Revolut will also be doing more to build out its user base in the US and India, it said. Like many other neobanks that has emerged in recent years, Revolut has been built around the idea of tapping already built banking and financial services infrastructure, which is used by the way of APIs and integrated into the platform. Revolut then focused on creating a sleek and user-friendly experience both within the application and with the customer care. The focus of the Revolut technology then is improve personalization and to create new tools that aren't as commoditized, such as budgeting tools and other financial management features. We believe Revolut's superior customer experience and focus on a rapid product development put the company in a strong position to continue scaling in both existing and new geographies, says Scotch Leaper partner 𝗙𝗵𝗶 in a statement. We're excited to be the partner with the Nick and Revolut team as they build a new generation of the financial services. This has particularly appealed to the younger users who are not only are more comfortable of using digital device and mobile application to carry out all of their work, leisure, practical aspects of their lives, but might be less experienced in all things finance. It'll be interesting to see how and if Revolut brings more core financial infrastructure into their application, or rather embed financial rails supreme. Applying for the banking license as Revolut did earlier this year in the UK could be one sign of what it might build in the future. It's also parted way with some of its third-party providers over the years to build its own infrastructure. In the meantime, investors believe that there is plenty of room for developing technologies in this current model. Revolut's rate of innovation has redefined the role of the financial service, placing Revolut at the forefront of Europe's nascent neobanking sector. The company's rapidly growing user base reflects a sustained demand for the Revolut's expanding suite of service, says senior investor of SoftBank Investment Advisors in a statement. We look forward to supporting Nikolai and the team in a continued product innovation and bringing their service to new markets globally. In early July, Revolut completed a fresh fundraising round, their sixth fundraising in just 6 years, worth $800 million. The raise was led by the renowned tech investors SoftBank and 𝗙𝗵𝗶. The UK-based Fintech has been now valued at $33 billion, which propels it to the top of the list of most valuable startups in the country and makes it the second most valuable in all of Europe. The valuation even puts the Revolut ahead of UK banking stalwarts such as NatWest. So what is the Revolut? Let's go back to the days when the Revolut started, 6 years ago, and trace back to the Revolut's evolution until now, starting from the past days of the Revolut and read out where the Revolut is now standing, and finally, let's foresee the Revolut's future days with their blueprint. There are 3 biggest chapters of Revolut's story. Chapter 1, where is the Revolut start from? Starting from the currency transferring application for travelers. Chapter 2, to the fintech of all-in-one super application like the PayPal. Chapter 3, to the lifestyle super application like WeChat. Then let's get started. Chapter 1, where the Revolut started from. Set up in July 2015 by 2 former bank employees, Revolut's founder has an initial vision of eliminating the fees involved in the foreign exchange transactions. It gained a following in a service that let the user spend abroad at a real exchange rate, no fees attached. So they launched as a digital banking and payment platform with negligible currency exchange fees. And its growing array of financial services, including highly competitive exchange rates, convenient payment facilities, cryptocurrency and stock trading, travel insurance, and bill splitting, has propelled much of its growth over the last few years. Today, Revolut has more than 60 million customers and continues to rapidly expand its range of products and services. It's widely considered to be the premier class of neobanks that has proven extremely popular in the recent years, as people all over the world continues to shift toward digital banking method in mass. Others in the same bracket include fellow British bank Monzo and Sterling, German's N26, the US Chime, and Brazil's Nubank. It may seem that the Revolut is just another in a growing line in such neobanks, offering fairly similar services and aiming to capture the market of young customers with an easy, uncomplicated, and convenient user experience. On the contrary, recent foray in a different sector suggested that the Revolut is making great strides to differentiate itself from the competition. Indeed, Revolut has stated on several occasions its ambitions to become a super application on which can offer a diverse suite of products and services through one interface, in the same module as the Singapore's Grab and China's 𝗕𝗶𝐵 and Tencent. Chapter 2: To the Financial Super Application. As the service became famous and luring many of the users, they started to expand their idea of financial super application. Adding to the various of the financial services, Revolut launched the paid subscription services, Revolut Plus, Premium, and Metal. As most of their services are basically free, this additional membership plan can be referred to as freemium business model, free plus premium. Each of the membership offers a higher limits on transfer, withdrawal, remittance, and many other additional features. Adding to that, the UK users can use the Revolut's diverse range of investment options. They offer the stock trading, crypto trading, saving vaults, and especially commodities. For the commodity investing, users can even trade the gold and silver. They can keep track of the market movement of gold, silver in applications, stay ahead of the pack with the latest news directly in application, set alert to get notified at the desired price, and they can invest in a tab with as little as just $1. Starting from everyday needs, investing, security, and even traveling, everything can be handled in one single application. Chapter 3: Social Super Application. Revolut wants to go one step further, not just as a financial all-in-one application, but a real super application like the WeChat in China, Grab in Singapore. Revolut has launched a new stays features which will allow the users to book accommodation through the digital banking application. It said the application will offer the range of accommodation options from across the world, ranging from B&B to the luxury lodge. Revolut said it will not charge users booking fees and in some cases will offer the 10% cashback on bookings. The move makes a challenge to the travel industry giant like Booking Holdings, Expedia, and Travel Advisor. It's also the company's first product to launch outside the realm of finance. As the world begins to cautiously open up, we know everyone is desperate to get away whenever they can, said the Revolut's head of the saving and lifestyle. We build stays to make it easy for the people to find and book their perfect break in their ideal destination. After the endless restrictions and lockdowns, we want to give people more and make their money travel further. Revolut Stays feature is first launched in the UK before rolling out to Europe and the US in the coming month. It will only offer accommodations for now, but there are plans to include flight, car hire, and other travel options later down the line. So it's time for wrapping up this story. Revolut began live in 2015 as a digital-only banking and payment platform for spending abroad without paying a steep currency exchange fees. The company has since expanded its offering, rolling out new features for trading shares and cryptocurrency. The firm is obviously one of the several popular neobanks that has emerged in Europe and other parts of the world, luring mostly younger customers with a sleek user experience and colorful bank cards. Revolut is now aiming to become what's known as a super application which offers multiple services throughout one interface. By starting from the niche market, the currency transfer, Revolut grew into the super fintech all-in-one application, and they add one-stop travel, the lifestyle. Revolut is growing one step further where no other fintech giants cannot even reach it so far. Following Revolut's bold race, their competitors also expand from bank or card companies to Airbnb and Expedia. So now, they're not just a challenger bank anymore, they are a challenger to everything. They are strikingly evolving. Get it done. Those are the words that they'll sign at the Revolut's London headquarters. It's the indication of the mentality of the company looking to disrupt banking in the same way Amazon took on retail. Revolut wants to succeed in being a global financial player, and their failure is not an option. They have got many of the things done so far, and let's see how amazing things Revolut will get done from now on. Thank you so much for watching my video, and please subscribe to my channel and share your thumbs up. I will hop around the world and bring lots of thousands of funny stories to you guys. And see you again. Bye!